Jai Hind. Myself, Dr. Ajay Pratap Singh, Associate Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, and today I discuss the theory of machine, which teach in the BTech third year Mechanical Engineering, and I have discussed the today lectures is the relative velocity method, which in how to calculate the relative velocity method, and if you any point the magnitude, suppose one link is there and you can the point 1 in the one link, that the point A and B, and point A is the magnitude and direction is given, and the point B only the direction is given. So how to calculate this the magnitude of the point B? So there are two methods, one is the instantaneous center method and second is the relative velocity method to calculate this. In the last lectures, I have discussed the detail about the instantaneous center method, how to calculate, how to find out the direction or magnitude of this particular point to using this the Arnold-Kennedy theorem and find out through. So, in this case today I will discuss here the relative velocity method only. So, in the relative velocity method you can say the motion of the link, you can say consider consider 2 points A and B, right? There are the one link, this is the body, in this body that you can say there is a one rigid link, and in this rigid link A B point is given, that the point A and the point B is the given, right? So, let the extremity at the point B link moves relative to A in the clockwise direction, and since the distance from A to B is remain constant, because there is therefore there can be no relative motion A and B along the line, right? These are the one link, you can see that one rigid body, right? That is the one rigid link, and that link you can see that the 2 point A and B, right? And this link moves in relative to each other in the clockwise direction. So, there is no movement along this line because this is a rigid link, and it is thus obvious that the relative motion of B with respect to must be perpendicular to this link AB. So, hence the velocity of any point on the link with respect to another point on the same link is always perpendicular to the link joining these points on the configuration or the space diagram, you can say. So, you can see here, suppose the point A and this point B, and point B is rotated point with respect to A in the omega in the clockwise direction. So, you can say velocity of B with respect to A. If you draw the velocity diagram in some point, that the point C is here in the midpoint. So, you can draw this to parallel to this line or perpendicular to this link AB. So, you can draw like this, and this point is A, this point is the B, another point in the same ratio, that point C is there, and here you can see that the velocity of B with respect to A, right? Velocity of B with respect to A, and these are always, you can say that the perpendicular to this link, perpendicular to this link or parallel to this, right? So, you can use both or anyone. So, do not be confused. Perpendicular to this link, perpendicular to link, draw the velocity diagram, or the parallel to velocity of B, both are the same thing. So, the relative velocity B with respect to A is represented by the vector AB, and is, you can say, the perpendicular to line AB shown in figure B. You can see that the figure, this is the perpendicular, you can see link AB, and the velocity of B with respect to A is perpendicular. So, you can see velocity of link AB is perpendicular to velocity of B to A. You can draw. Let the omega equal to the angular velocity of link B with respect to A, and we know that the velocity of B with respect to A, that is the velocity of B, we can see velocity of B, velocity of B with respect to A equal to R into omega AB, R into omega AB, or we can say that is vector AB. So similarly, the velocity at any point on C on AB with respect to A, so we can see here that the velocity of C or vector AC equal to omega into AC, and you can equate this equation 1 and 2, so you can find out velocity of C upon velocity of B, velocity of C with respect to velocity of B into A equal to vector AC upon vector AB equal to omega AC upon omega AB. Omega is the same for both links, omega cancel, and that AC upon AB. So these we can see from the equation 3, the point C on the vector AB divide in the same ratio of the C in the divider of the link. So if you can see here, if the C is here in the same link, same ratio in the link, the velocity also, when you draw the velocity diagram, the point C will remain in the same ratio from this equation. So you can see, if the any point 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, any other point is there, D, E, F, G, H, so in the same ratio will come to this in this velocity diagram. So how to draw the velocity point on the link, a relative velocity method? So it's a very important if you draw the any motion of the point of the link, you can see. So consider a point A and B link, you can say, and so let us assume the absolute velocity of point A, VA, the magnitude and direction is given, and the absolute velocity of the point B is known in the direction only. So then the relative velocity of B may be determined or find the drawing the velocity diagram. And what is this step? I will discuss the one by one. Suppose this is the one link, right? And this link, I'll just wait. I'll draw in the red color. Clear. So this is the one link, link A and B. That is one link is there at point B. So here that the point A magnitude and direction is given. Here the magnitude, velocity of A, the magnitude and direction is given, and the absolute velocity of point B, only the velocity of B, only the direction is given, right? So what we'll do to find out, or you can find out the magnitude of the velocity of point B. So we are using this the relative velocity method to find out this. So how to find out? There are 4 steps, basically 4 to 5 steps, 5 basic steps. So first one is take some convenient point, the pole point you can say, that is known as pole point. So you can take some point O, right? I have taken the point O in somewhere, right? Through O, first point is taking the point, the pole point will taken. Second, through O, draw the OA parallel or equal to VA, right? So draw, that is the VA, so that the draw parallel or equal to VA, right? This point we can see, this point is known as A. This is known as velocity of A, right? And the velocity of A is parallel to or equal to VA, right? You can see here that this line velocity of A is this parallel or equal to this velocity of A, right? From A, draw the line perpendicular to link AB. So these link, this is the link, right? And link perpendicular. So this link is perpendicular. So using the set square and draw this. So this is the link perpendicular. Through A, draw a line perpendicular to link AB, and this line will represent the velocity of B with respect to A, right? But perpendicular to this link may be upward and downward direction, I don't know, right? These are perpendicular. Now through O, we have known the point, we have known point B, we have the only direction, right? So direction of this velocity of B, the direction is known. So through point O, draw the line parallel to velocity of B, intersecting the line velocity of B with respect to A at a point B. So we draw this velocity. So you can see that the velocity of this direction of the velocity of B. So you can draw this in this parallel. It will cut like this somewhere in that point, and this point is known as point B, right? So this point is known as velocity of B with respect to A, and this point is velocity of B. And we can measure the point OB, which gives the required velocity of B with this square. So this link you can measure and find out the velocity of point B. Once more, I repeat here. First of all, take this some suitable point, pole point, that is the pole point I will taken that point O. Draw the in this question basically just to understand, that is the one link, and the 2 point is there in the one link, point A and B. Point A, the magnitude and direction is given, and the point B, only the direction is given. So how to find out the magnitude of the point B, right? The basic questions, forget about the point C and D, forget about that, right? So these are the one link, that is the one link A, B. The point A, that is the magnitude and direction is given, that is the point A, and only point B, the direction is given, right? So take the point, some point O and the scale, that is on a pole, and draw the velocity of A with respect to A. So this is parallel or perpendicular to this link AB, that is velocity of A. From A, draw the line perpendicular to AB. This line is the AB. So draw the perpendicular like this, right? So draw the perpendicular to line AB. This perpendicular may be upward direction, downward direction. And basically these lines represent the velocity of B with respect to A, right? So the velocity of B with respect to A may be upward downward or maybe B with respect to a downward direction, right? So we draw point A, draw the velocity of the line, velocity of B with respect to A perpendicular to link AB, and then point O, draw the line parallel to velocity of B which intersect at some point, that point is known as V. So we have known, you can see the direction is given. So in the case the direction you can, parallel to direction you can draw, and this point is the B, and this point is known as velocity of B. So you can measure this value and draw, find out the velocity of the point B. So these are the basic things in this relative velocity method. And in somewhere that the point C is there, the same scale, the point C, some point is there. So you can don't mind that. So if we point C is there in somewhere, so you can perpendicular to this, you can draw and find out this. So velocity in the slider crank mechanism, you can see in the case of the slider crank mechanism, suppose that is the again the 4-bar mechanism there, the slider crank mechanism. So we can say the slider crank mechanism shown in figure A. So that is one is the point O B A, right? So O is the fixed, A is the fixed, that is the slider. Sorry, that the point is fixed. A is the slider, B, the OB is the crank, BA is the connecting rod, and the A is the slider. So the slider A is attached to the connecting rod AB, and let us the radius of the crank OB R, and it rotates in the clockwise direction. So about point O with the uniform velocity omega radian per second. Therefore, we can say the relative velocity of B with respect to A is known in the magnitude and direction, because omega is given, R is the given, the velocity of B with respect to A we will find out. The slider reciprocates along the line of stroke AO. So R into omega, velocity of B with respect to A is known because R into omega, omega is rotated in the clockwise direction. So velocity of B with respect to A perpendicular to this line. Velocity of B with respect to O, that is the perpendicular to this line, because omega is known and R is the known, right? So omega into R, you can find out velocity of B with respect to O. And this slider is moves along between A to O, right? So the velocity of slider A may be determined by the relative velocity method, and we'll discuss here one by one. So how to find out the velocity of slider A? How to determine? Again, same thing will taken. Basically, you can say some any point O, or you can take the pole point, right, and draw the OB parallel to the direction of velocity of B or the perpendicular to OB and the velocity of O. So we can see here we have taken one point, that is pole point, that is point O, right, and draw the velocity of B with respect to O equal to perpendicular to this link or parallel to this velocity of B. So you can draw like this. These point B, velocity of B, this point is velocity of B, right? Since a link AB is the ready link, therefore the velocity of B, A relative to B is perpendicular to AB. Now draw the BA perpendicular to link AB present in the velocity of A. So we can draw velocity of B with respect to A is perpendicular to this line is there, the perpendicular to like this. So you can draw the perpendicular, right? This point is somewhere A, and now you can see from O, draw the velocity of O with respect to A. Means the path of motion of the slider only slide along this, right? The slider moves in between there. So this point you don't have any idea about where is the point A. So this point, if the slider moves along that, this point cut in some point, this point is known as A. So we can say now we can the link BA intersect this OA is intersect with the point B. So the vectors BA and A intersect at point A, and now OA represent the velocity of slider A. So this is known as slider A. And the angular velocity of the connecting rod AB, omega AB, may be determined with the following equation, that is omega AB equal to VBA upon AB, or we can say vector AB upon AB. And we can see that the direction of vector AB or BA determines in the anti-clockwise direction basically. So, you can find out of this link, right. So, initially just we will see here in case of slider crank mechanism to determine the velocity, always remember the slider moves along this in between. So, in instantaneous center method, it will lie on the infinite, right. So, do not go that. Please remember in the case of the relative velocity method, the slider moves along this to the crank point, the gadget point of the crank to this point. So, this axis you can say that moves along these lines, right. One more important topic in this the slide in this that is the rubbing velocity, you can say. Rubbing velocity, you can say the link is mechanism is mostly connected by the two pin joints basically, and the rubbing velocity defined at the algebraic sum between the angular velocity of the two links which are connected by the pin joints multiplied by the radius of the pin. So, you can see, find out basically you can see that the two link is there, link OB and link OA, and joint at the point O, right. The omega 1, the link OA is rotating the omega 1 in the with respect to a omega angular velocity omega link OA, and the omega 2 basically angular velocity of link OB, that is the angular velocity of point B with respect to O, and the R is the radius of this pin. So, rubbing velocity in the point pin joint, that is O, at the point you can find out that is omega 1 minus omega 2 into R if the link moves in the same direction. If the link moves in same direction, and omega 1 plus omega 2 into R, the link moves in the opposite direction. So, please remember that when the pin connected in the slider crank sliding member and the other turning member, the angular velocity of the sliding member is 0. In that case, that the rubbing velocity is omega into R, right. So, in case of one is the sliding member and other is the turning member, so the angular velocity of this sliding member is 0. So, in that case, the rubbing velocity at that point, that is the omega into R, where the omega is the angular velocity of turning member and R is the radius of this pin, right. So, I hope you understand how to draw the relative velocity method and find out the velocity. In the next lecture, I will discuss the exercise, basically discuss the exercise in details and find out how to calculate the velocity of any link where which the only direction gear given, magnitude not given. So, we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you so much. I hope you understand all these the relative velocity method, the basic things, and the rubbing velocity. So, thank you guys, and I will discuss in the next lecture sure to how to find out the any point of magnitude if only the direction is given and magnitude is not given. So, how to find out and how to calculate. So, I will discuss in next lecture. Thank you so much.